Okay. HYROAR is it's a motorcycle brand under Law of Inertia. So my name is Prasanta. I am from Assam, India, and how HYROAR came into being. I have been passionate about motorcycles and cars since my early childhood. I also own quite a lot of motorcycles. I'm very enthusiastic about motorcycles, and I attend quite a lot of motorcycle events like rider meets. And during one such rider meet, like 2 years ago, when I was talking to all the riders from Northeast India, I got the sense that people always tend to personalize their motorcycle. Even at that point, I realized that even I did so, because when I bought my first motorcycle, it was the fifth in entire Northeast India. And but in a few months, there were hundreds of them on the streets, and then I started to personalize my motorcycle. So this is the gap that I found in the Indian automobile market. India sells about more than 19 million two-wheelers annually. This is the largest in the world. And The 200 to 400 cc medium mid segment, they sell about 600,000 units per year. And the buyers are mostly the young guys. About 65% of India's population is under 35 years of age, and they want exclusivity, style and affordability. So, but the big brands, what happens is that they mass produce all, commuter bikes or the premium ones, which are which are quite costly for the young riders. And the design innovation is quite slow. So that's how it came, it came into being that HYROAR fills this white space. We are a boutique motorcycle brand, building design-led limited edition bikes under $3,000. So we will be launching in the phase one. We will be launching two models: Star Trail, a 200 to 220 cc motorcycle with superbike styling, and Alpha One, 300 to 350 cc adventure scrambler with comforts of cruiser, and modular accessories. So and this all this models will be only 100 units each model, to create the scarcity and demand tension, also the increase the resale value, and mostly because we want to provide better service to our customers. And I'm sorry, I'm not changing the slides. um, and
Your time is also up, Prashanta. My team was in touch with you before this show to teach you how to present in 3 minutes. 3 minutes is a long time. And here is the thing, there are 26 people on this call right now. Many of them could be investors. And then I'm recording everything. It will be published internally to our angel group. If you can't complete your pitch in 3 minutes, then you lose a chance with one angel group and all those investors who are associated with that angel group. We always tell, and there is a lot of content which is out there on YouTube, on my LinkedIn, and elsewhere. Practice your pitch. Just record your pitch before going for an online pitching event like this and see were you able to cover everything in 3 minutes or not. You kept talking about problem, and but again, don't take. I'm just trying to guide you so that when you get another chance with another investor group, you do a better job so that you go to a deep dive call, a due diligence call, term sheet negotiation, and funding. Because the whole purpose is that, right? You have put your time, blood, and sweat into this. You have invested in your own company, Prashanta. Just a little bit of practice before jumping on a call will help you in a very big way. But at least you cover, we understand your business. You are doing a boutique a motorcycle for less than $3,000. Questions from you, Shankar, and then from Jerry.
Prashant, actually, I would like to see some other screens on the price of your bike. So I understand your problem because I used to be a bike owner. Understand the problem, but the first thing is, are you going to manufacture from scratch? Are you going to take a bike and customize it? That's not clear. You said you want to sell it for under $3,000. if you take your margin, that means your manufacturing cost has to come under $2,000. And so we need to see numbers, how you're going to make the money, how you said your volume, you're going to sell scarcity, less number. That means how are you going to make money? You sell 300 bikes, 100 bikes at $3,000. That's not much money. And so there's a lot of questions around it. And again, is there a prototype? Have you done some work? Is it on the street yet? Again, if you're starting from scratch, or is it a bike you buy and customize it? So there's a lot of questions which I don't have clear answer because the presentation was not complete. So without those answers, I cannot ask more questions. So overall, I see it, yep, there's a market. Is it a niche market? Is it a big market? The volume is, in India and Asian countries, the bike volume is high, but how and where you're going to be there, I don't know. So we need to, since your time is already up, there's a lot of questions. Because the presentation is not there, maybe we need to have a one-on-one call or future call through Startup Survive. Thank you.
Yeah, if I could follow on. Oh, go ahead. Did you want him to answer like a little bit of that, Anshuman?
No, please continue, sir. Please continue. I will answer later.
Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily have questions. I have feedback more so because there's too many questions because we didn't get in much information. As far as like Shankar alluded to, market size, where you're at and traction wise, your pre-revenue, obviously. Do you have working prototypes? Is it a full build bike, or are you customizing already existing bikes? But just for all the founders, you spent 2 minutes on your problem. Your problem is simply that India has a strong market as well as other markets have a strong market for enthusiastic young men, average age 30 to 35, who are looking to enjoy more customized sport bikes, but it is extremely expensive and not as available in our market. We've solved that by doing X at under this price. See, that was maybe 30 seconds right there, as opposed to taking 3 minutes, 2 minutes for the problem. You have to, in a 3-minute pitch, get to the numbers, get to the market and numbers, because that's what we as investors want to know is how do we make money on this, the business model, what your margins are, all of that, and where you're at traction wise. So, that's my feedback to all founders. This isn't just you. That would, the first pitcher as well, presenter, and anyone who's following up. We're more interested in the numbers, and if it's a big enough problem or understandable problem, we're going to get it right away. And you don't have to get into it a lot. And the same with the solution. This is why our solution is unique compared to others. You can do that quickly. So that's just feedback I have for you and all the founders, really.
Yeah, and again, to follow up, there's one thing very important. This is a 3-minute pitch. Okay, your job is to convince investors and mentors to, hey, this is interesting. We want to talk more. That's it, right? You had to open the door. Yes, we would like to hear a story of how you found the problem, how passionate you are. We will find out everything. We will get it. We will have 15-minute pitch, 30-minute pitch. If you are investing, we'll have 1-hour conversation with you. We want to know who you are, where you are, what's your history, where do you go to school. We'll want to know everything, but not in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, create the interest so that we said, we want to talk to him again. That is what it is. Why are you a bike rider? That question will come later on. You don't need to be a bike rider. Okay, you found the problem. Similarly for everything, the food, the passion, you start off, but then I know you're passionate, but tell us what the problem is, why we should talk. Instead of saying investment, saying why we should talk more. That's it. Why we want to talk to you. We don't know you from Adam, nothing. You're a new person. Why should I have a conversation with you? Pick up the phone, or Anshuman, I want to talk to this person. Arrange a 30-minute call. That's what you have to do. That's it. Simple. This is the 3-minute pitch is just that. Open the door. Then we'll open it wide or close it. But right now, you're closing it straight out. You're not even letting me knock, right? That's all. Simple.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shankar, for the benefit of all the founders. I think now all the founders on the call will have a serious thinking about it, that, how to approach a 1-minute and a 3-minute pitch. It is just to get the interest from the investors so that you get another call with them, which could be 30 minutes to 1 hour, and then progress in the journey from there. So, valuable notes. We will cut this piece on our, our video editing team, and, we'll put it on our LinkedIn and all over the place so that more and more founder can understand it, that, how an investor is looking at a 3-minute pitch. I know all the founders are very passionate about their product, services, or the company that they are building, but 3-minute pitch is completely different animal. So with that, Prasanta, I think we don't have time to get into all those details right now on this call. If you don't have a mentor or an advisor in your company, go and find somebody like that. I always say that, look at any of the world level class A players. Why do they have coaches? They know how to play. They still have coaches and mentors because of those finer adjustment that the mentor can give you. Before coming on a pitch show like this, you can pitch to your mentor, you can record yourself, learn from there, and be 100% ready when you are there in front of the investor.